I need to have your undivided attention, please. We are here to give you some important information, and we need you to make sure that you are paying close attention. The information we're going to share with you is in regards to your graduation status, making sure that you are on track. Here to provide you some resources, some things that you need to make sure you pay close attention to. If you are not on track, we're going to give you some information that you need to make sure that you adhere to so we can provide that support to you. Same thing when it comes down to if you need some extra support, we are here to help. But you have to do your part. You have to do your job. You have to do what it takes to make sure that you're on track to be able to walk across that stage. I'm going to turn the floor over to our guidance department so they can give you this information and make sure that you have the information that you need. So please pay close attention because it is very important. You cannot say that you haven't been given the information. You cannot say that you have not been given the deadlines that you need to meet, the support you need to have, because we're here to provide that support. But it's your job to take advantage of it. So please pay close attention to our guidance department as they come and provide this information to you. All right, Ms. Reed.
So Mr. Schulter's shared why you're here today. And this is a serious matter. We want to make sure, you're going to hear from the counseling staff, we want to make sure that each of you in this gym today, in May, is able to participate in our graduation ceremony. It is so important that at the end of 4 years, that you earn that high school diploma. So I'm going to give you a to-do list. And the counseling staff is going to share some vital information that you can do one or two things. You can listen. Well, I want everybody listening. You can write it down. You can use your phone to take notes. But these are things that are going to help ensure that you walk across the stage. The first thing is, everyone's given an opportunity to get their key summary. If you didn't get it today, you'll get it on Monday. For those of you who didn't get it today, Mrs. Thompson has informed us that you will get it on Monday. For those of you who do have it in front of you, you need to take a look at that. You need to own it. You need to make sure you understand everything that's on there as it relates to meeting graduation requirements. And if you're not sure, your best resource is your assigned school counselor. If something isn't correct, you need to let us know as soon as possible. Another transcript that you're going to receive is your Bright Futures transcript. Bright Futures is a scholarship that you receive after completing the requirements. It's a scholarship that you can use for schools in the state of Florida. It's a scholarship that's awarded to students who reside in the state of Florida. It's an opportunity for you to get some funding that will help you, for those of you who are planning on going to college, to be able to finance that. We will provide a video on campus that will help you to better understand. But again, if you have questions, please see us. There'll also be a video, if you guys have seen this video at the first Huddle that you attended, we provided how to read your key summary. That video will be reposted as well. For those of you who are planning on going to college, it is a requirement that you complete FAFSA. In completing FAFSA, you can't do it independently of your parents or your guardians. Whoever's filing income tax and claiming you, you're going to need their information. They're going to need to provide that information in order for you to complete that. Diploma name confirmation. On campus, there's going to be a time-sensitive link that you're going to go to, and you're going to see your name. And if it's not written correctly, per your birth certificate. Not your desire, your wish to what you want to be called, but what's on your birth certificate. Make those revisions. If you have a middle name and you don't want your middle name on your diploma, we can accommodate that. You don't want your middle name spelled out, you want the initial, we can do that. Those are some of the things that we can do. Dr. Lewis is going to be talking to you guys about a debt list that's going to be coming out shortly. In order for you to receive your diploma, you have to clear your debt if you owe any. So if you have books or any type of school materials that were loaned to you, that belong to the school, you have to return those things in order to get your diploma. And lastly, but really it is equally, in my opinion, as important as everything that I've said, it helps you to be able to do what I started out talking about, and that is being able to graduate in May. Your mental health wellness is very important to us. And it's not just yours, it's everybody in this room. And as the class of 2021, I challenge you to be responsible. If you see something, if you see someone who appears to be going through something, reach out to them. Reach out to your school counselor. Reach out to the administration. Reach out to your teachers. I'm hoping that we're modeling that when you come to the student services office, you see the guidance team supports each other. We work collectively. You all are assigned to us alphabetically, but we are all responsible for everybody. So we want to make sure you can be your best self so that you can one day do your purpose. I feel like I'm doing my purpose. No, I feel like no, I am. It was a journey. It is a journey. It's not over till death do we part. And that is to serve others. What is yours? In order for you to arrive at that, first of all, you got to graduate from high school. But before you graduate, utilize the resources that are in this gym and at this school to help with your next level of planning. There'll be an opportunity for questions. We're going to kind of go through some things. So if you have questions, guys, this is the time to ask. Make sure you come and see us, canvas us on, email us on Canvas, or come out here for your lunch period, make an appointment. It is our job to serve you. We're here to serve you. Let us do that.
All right, I'm going to give you guys a couple of important dates that you should all already know. First important date is all Hillsborough Virtual, Florida Virtual. Credit recovery and adult ed classes have to be done by March 26th. If you guys look at your calendars, you'll see that that is just a little over a month away. You guys have had this date all year. We put it on all your senior letters. We tell you about it in every credit check. So make sure you guys are working at home, in school, utilizing every free moment that you have to get these classes done if you're still working on them. If you have to meet a benchmark, so you should know who you are. So if you have the reading benchmark or the math benchmark, algebra and EOC benchmark still left to meet, I sent you a Canvas message individually with your FSA test dates, your ACT test date, and your SAT test date. The ACT test date is March 3rd, and the SAT test date is April 13th. Make sure you are here on those days, because you won't get that opportunity. You will not be doing makeup days for those. So make sure you do all that you can to get here. Make sure you're prepping for those. You guys have a reading class that you're going to make sure you're doing all that your reading teachers are telling you, including Khan Academy, and make sure you show up to the PERT boot camps before the PERT this month. No, next month. We're still in February. And that is it.
Alright, just want to reiterate the importance of Canvas. It's definitely the quickest, the most efficient way to reach out not only to your assigned counselor, but to your teachers as well. If there's an assignment that you're not sure of, or if there's any questions about how to make your grade and get to that level that you want to be at, message your teacher, message your counselor, we'll come up with a plan so that you can reach your goals. It's also a great resource to find any information about anything regarding a senior, anything, especially capping down. All that stuff will also be available on the social media platforms. If you still have a few questions, feel free to message Ms. Tiffany Johnson on Canvas, and she can help you out. She is your senior class sponsor. And like Ms. Reed said, I'm going to be sending out a link on Canvas regarding diploma names. Just remember, it's got to be what's on your birth certificate, what's your legal name. Come graduation day, we're going to have a different card that you're going to fill out, and you're going to phonetically spell out your name. That we can have a little leeway on, but for the diploma, it's got to be your legal name on your birth certificate.
All right, one more note about testing. Students that are free or reduced lunch, you do qualify for SAT and ACT waivers. So if you want to do Saturday testing, it might be for your benchmark, it might be to improve your scores for Bright Futures or for college admissions. See Mr. P or message Mr. P if you think that you need some waivers to do some Saturday testing. I want to talk also about the College and Career Counseling Corner on Canvas. If you find that that is not on the dashboard, make sure that you accept the invitation. We resent it if students didn't have access to it. There are a lot of scholarship opportunities there, job opportunities, ASVAB testing, anything for your future outside of here. It's probably going to be posted there on that CCC page. So make sure that you tap in, start applying for scholarships. It's not too late. Spend your time on spring break. You want to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success as much as possible if you're a college-bound student. Just real quick about grades. We are in third quarter. Spring break happens during third quarter this year. Don't waste your time not doing the work that you need to be doing now. So your first and your best resource is going to be your teachers. Make sure that if you quarantine, if you're absent, if you're missing assignments for any reason, talk to your teachers. Make a plan. When am I going to get this turned in? Spring break is going to be here before we know it. Fourth quarter is going to be here and long before we know it. So don't drop the ball last minute. One more thing related to grades. So ELP opportunities are happening during lunches and after school. You can stop by and pick up an ELP schedule. There is one on campus also. But again, start with your teachers. If you have questions for a specific subject area, talk with them and see what support they can provide to you. And lastly, transcripts. We're going to push out a link for scriborder.com. So a lot of the students will message their counselor, we can't process your transcripts. We want you to go to scriborder.com and order the transcripts, electronic or hard copy, and that's going to be the best way to process those.
Good afternoon. Oh, it's still good morning. Good morning. A lot of deadlines have been thrown in front of your face, so I know the March 26th one is the biggest one that is in your face right now. A lot of people are feeling overwhelmed because those deadlines are fast approaching. Don't feel overwhelmed. You got to reach out and communicate with somebody if you need some help. I'm available pretty much for all 3 lunches in the cafeteria, and also in my office if you need help. You just want to sit down and come up with a plan of attack and say, how can I get all of everything that I need done completed before the deadline date? All right, if we put together a plan, it's easy to attain, it's easy to reach, so you don't have to feel overwhelmed. If you need help with filling out college applications, looking up scholarships and things like that, and you just don't even know what you want to do right now, reach out to somebody, myself, guidance counselors, your administrators, your teachers, and we can sit down and kind of walk you through those things, because deadlines are fast approaching. Senior year is almost over, but just don't give up. Reach out to somebody, ask somebody. We are willing to help you, but we don't know what you need unless you let us know. We're here to help you. We're here to help you get across that stage, because that's everybody's goal in the next 3 months, is to get across that stage and say, finally done with high school, instead of extending it through the summer or into next year. So if you're behind in your credits, if you're behind in whatever your plan for your future is, please seek some help. Please seek some advice. I'm in the courtyard. I'm usually on the patio or in the courtyard doing all 3 lunches, so feel free to stop by. I'll walk you up to my office. We can sit down and talk and come up with a plan. I can help you get with your guidance counselor, your administrator, whatever you need. We can start that process of helping you figure out what it is that you need to do or accomplish to get you where you need to be. So you're not in this alone. You just have to let somebody know and we can help you through it.
Good morning, everyone. So most of you, I stood in front of you your 9th grade year, and I made the same promise that I'm making now. Our goal at Lake is that same as 9th grade year is to get you across what? Come on. Get across what? the stage. And that's still our promise to you. So I know that you have your CUBE summary, and I'm going to say this. I'm gonna give you some things. If you look at your CUBE summary and your GPA is less than a 2.0, you need to come see us. The team, the administrators, the counselors, everyone on this campus is committed to get that diploma. Now, for some of you, we can get it done by May, and some of you may take the summer, but we're committed to getting you that high school diploma. If you don't have 21 credits right now, you need to come see us. Between today or next week, you need to make a meeting to see us so we can kind of help you strategize how to get across that stage. To my students that are at home for e-learning, we're going to mail you your CUBE summary. You will be getting that in the next couple of weeks, and we're going to try to get as much information to you as possible. If you're nervous for some reason of what's on there, please email your counselors on campus, and they can send you a copy of your CUBE summary. But we're committed to both e-learners and the ones standing here in front of us to get you across that stage. Now, I'm going to tell you that if you're going to miss that March 26th timeframe, you're going to have to make a meeting with Mrs. Salters again extension. Right now, I know that a lot of you are not attending or finishing credit recovery or those virtual classes. We have been here every Saturday. For ELP, for credit recovery, where it's available, brick and mortar, and virtually. For each one of those courses, there's a Zoom link to get you that assistance. So whether you do it in person or you do it online, it is available as a research. You have to take advantage of it. We have 52 students that still have to get past the reading benchmark. We've invited our parent volunteers back in to assist us to help you get through Khan Academy, SAT prep, ACT prep, to make sure you get that benchmark behind you. So if you need that help, please stop by guidance and they'll get you signed up. Every resource that you have, we're here to help you, but you have to reach out and let us know what you need. So I gave you some things to look at, and then you need to let us know so we can come up with a plan to get you across that stage. Okay? I know for a fact that there's about 150 of us that still have some stuff to do. We have to finish strong. A big part is the classes you're currently sitting in. Because I can tell you the data, and some of you have slacked off in some of these courses. So you need to utilize your spring break to make sure all assignments are caught up. I see some nodding. We need to make sure that all assignments are caught up. To my e-learners, I hear all the time about your attendance. You need to be attending the Zooms. You need to be turning your assignments. Use your spring break to make sure all assignments are caught up. We need to make sure our class of 2020, we had 90% of our students graduated. And as excited as we are about the 90% that graduated, we're still disappointed because we still got 10% to get across that stage. And we're still working on those 10% to make sure they get their high school diploma as well. I need this class to do better than that class. So your goal is 92 or 95%. So we need you to do your part to help us with that goal. Questions for me before I end the part? All right, thank you guys.
All right, students, class of 2021, we took time out today to provide you with some key information. Information that is very important to you. We've been telling you all year, from day one, that there's a deadline coming. We've told you all year that you have to do your part. You have to do your job. Your job is to make sure you're on track. Our job is to support you, but it's your job to make sure that you're on track. We've been telling you all year long that the deadline for Florida Virtual, HBS, Credit Recovery, Adult, was going to be the end of the third 9 weeks, which is March 26th. That date is fastly approaching. If you have not completed it, all of your classwork, please make sure you get involved and kick it in high gear and get it done. Every year, we have seniors who do the same thing, have an assembly, give the same information about deadlines, requirements, CUBE summaries for you to check. Every year, we have seniors who come and have to meet with me individually and explain to me why you could not get your job done. Then I pull in the guidance counselors, the APCs, other administrators to say, hey, what have they done? Have they attended ELP? Have they worked and met with you and developed a plan? Life happens. If you're working towards your plan, I can work with you. But if you're not working towards your plan and getting your job done, it makes us difficult to do our job. Again, there is a deadline. We are preparing you for the real world. In the real world, if you don't meet a deadline, you're out. If you go to college and you meet the deadline to turn in an application, you wait till next semester. If you're at a job, you don't show up to your job, you're without a job. Unfortunately, if you don't meet the deadline, you may not walk across that stage in May. We do have a summer graduation, and we'll push you to summer. But we've been telling you the deadlines all year long. We've been telling you exactly what you need. You've been meeting with your guidance counselors each 9 weeks to make sure you're on track. So at this point, the ball is in your court. Did you do your job? Again, this is the final push. You have a little bit over a month to do your job, to get the job done, to finish strong. Ms. Thompson mentioned we had a 90 by 20 graduation rate. Class of 20 made 90% of their class. To get that diploma, we want better for this class. We want 92, 95, 98, 100% to get their diploma. But again, that will take you doing your job. Now, I do have a few reminders for you. One of the key things is debt list. To be able to get your diploma, if you've done everything else, please don't let the debt list be the reason why you don't get your diploma. Every year at graduation, we have students who receive a letter saying that you have a debt to the school that you still owe, when you should be receiving your diploma and all excited. So please make sure you handle your debt. Dr. Williams will put out a debt list beginning of next week, or beginning of March, I should say, so you'll know exactly whether you owe a debt or not. Grad Bash. Unfortunately, I have some bad news. Grad Bash, Universal has canceled Grad Bash for everyone. They're not opening up Grad Bash in the evenings or on the weekends for seniors. That's very disappointing because we had planned and we were on the waiting list to make sure we had an opportunity to go if they opened it up. Prom. Unfortunately, the district has followed the CDC guidelines and told us that we cannot have proms. Unfortunately, again, we were in preparation to make sure you had that opportunity, but we must follow the CDC guidelines when it comes to that. Now, there's been some misconceptions out there about graduation, whether we're going to have graduation. Last year, the class of 2020 did not have a graduation ceremony, a traditional graduation ceremony. You will. It may be a modified where it may not be at the Florida State Fairgrounds, but you will have a graduation. I don't know the full details of that yet, but as they come, we will make sure we provide that information to you. But you will have a graduation, even if we have to hold it in our stadium. You will have a graduation. Yearbooks. I want to remind you about yearbooks. Yearbooks are still able to be purchased. Please see Ms. Payne in C245 if you want to purchase a yearbook. Yearbooks are still able to be purchased. Lastly, guys, again, our job is to support you. Our job is to come to work every day to help you be successful. Trust me, we don't get paid enough. We really don't. Every single one of us take work home, go above and beyond the regular day or the work day to support you. We want to be here to support you. But we need you to handle your responsibility and do your job. Communicate with your teachers. Your teachers are the same way. I'm sorry, I can't control your grade in your class. Even if I wanted to make a change, I can't make that change. The person that can make that change is your teacher. Go to class, talk to your teachers. They don't want to fail you. They don't want to give you any surprises. It does them no good. So please communicate. If you haven't been attending class, attend the class. If you have missed assignments, turn the assignments in. Make sure you do your part, your job. If you don't have the GPA, come talk to your guidance counselor. We will develop that plan to get you that GPA. If you don't have all your credits, come talk to us. We will work through a plan to make sure you're able to reach that goal. Some of you may make that May 26th graduation date. Others may have to take the summer. But again, we will continue to work with you. That's if you do your job. We can't do it for you. You have to take ownership and do it for yourself. Now, at this time, are there any questions that we can answer for you? Those of you who are e-learning, please make sure you communicate with your guidance counselors via Canvas or your teachers via Canvas. Talk to them. Communicate with us. Let us support you.